with Doris Burke on our sideline. Well, it was the Charlotte Hornets winning their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Dwyane Wade. Steph Curry's out there with the doctor. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Bosh in at the power forward. Al Jefferson signed by the Bobcats last season to a big money 3-year contract. In the franchise's 9 seasons, they never had a big man average at least 16 points a game.
Yeah, he's easily, by far their best scoring big man ever. And at almost $14 million a season, he better be. And he is, though. He's really a potent scorer in the low post.
And Miami has possession, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And in that game, as I watched it, they were dominant defensively down on the low block, just controlling the paint.
And, once they got a few blocks, the shooters started looking around for those shot blockers, which is no way to be effective offensively.
Now, here's Stevenson, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Clock at 6. Stevenson dishes to Jefferson. Shoots a fader. The shot is off.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
And now running up the court, Kid Gilchrist pushing it up. Passes it to Walker. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And the foul on Dwyane Wade. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Now here's Zeller. He's covered by Bosh. 5 to shoot. Unloads. Off the left rim and out.
Not really the start they wanted. They missed 3 of their first 4 shots from the field.
Stevenson outside. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Walker. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And that sends Lance Stevenson to the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
Lance Stevenson.
That one misses for Stevenson. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading scorer in the history of high school basketball in New York State. And that's something when you consider, Clark, the great players who came before him.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname was Born Ready.
Can't get it to go. Bosh with some nice D. Curry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Shoots the 3. Second shot opportunity, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And for Stevenson, despite the high school accolades, questions about eligibility and off-the-court issues caused many colleges not to recruit him. And after 1 season at Cincinnati, he slid to the 2nd round of the draft, but he's really become quite a player.
And then Wade slams it in.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Now, here's Stevenson. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. I mean, he saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates. That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Rebound by the Heat.
But for Lance, you know, he fell into the right situation in Indiana. The team that was patient worked with him to help develop his talent. Paul George is in that starring role there for the Pacers for the foreseeable future. And I think Lance perhaps wanted to move on to Charlotte to see how he could handle being the main guy on the team.
And Walker kicks to Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jefferson. Buries the 7-footer. Jefferson's got his second basket. The Heat with the lead. Outside Bosch. This one for 3, and he gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Walker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Left side Walker. Knocks it loose. And Zeller kicks to Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got his first 2 points.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Kid Gilchrist against Wade. Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Outside, Walker. In transition, here comes Miami. And the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside, Walker. On the wing, Stevenson. Back to Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. Here's Zeller, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, Cody Zeller out of Indiana, the younger brother of Tyler Zeller, who was drafted in 2012. And Cody at 6'11" played center for the Hoosiers. More of a power forward, though, at the NBA level.
Here's the doctor. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
And defensively, he was all over the court, forcing turnovers, putting a ton of pressure on the ball.
Now Walker, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. Walker the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. Jumper off the screen, and he gets it to go.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Miami leading by 3. Here's Wade, and it's Miami with another.
He is remarkably hot this quarter. He has yet to miss a shot.
Hornets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Stevenson dishes to Walker. Shot misses. And Miami the other way now. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And you go back to last year in the postseason. Remember, they sent this team packing when they met in round 1. So I would expect a really good battle here tonight.
And here's Walker. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And you know, like Steve mentioned, a matchup like this can spur a bit of extra intensity with the recent history being what it is.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. I agree. I mean, you always want to show up strong, but definitely this is a game both teams want to win. Pride is a real factor here.
It's up a 3, and it's rejected. Inside to Jefferson. The feed now to Stevenson. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Stevenson. From the arc. And Chris Bosh gets the 3. Bosh has got a couple of threes now in the first for Miami.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now, here's Stevenson. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Back to Stevenson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside for Curry. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker with it. Jefferson, a screen on Wade. Walker goes in, and the shot is good. Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Dang comes in for Chris Bosh. Ennis, he's checked in for Dwyane Wade. And it's Napier in for the doctor. Miami leading by 7. Moving it up. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Dang. And that's now 7 points for Steph Curry. The Hornets shooting just about an even 40% to start. Here's Roberts. Chris Anderson pulls it in.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte, it's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 10 points.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Roberts. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Napier kicks to Curry. Here's Ennis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now it's a 12-point Heat lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Now at the break of the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Heat in second.
You could tell by watching them just how focused they were at the defensive end of the court.
And the first one drops. And Stevenson's checked in for Charlotte. And Ennis drops them both. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
And for Charlotte, as you said, you know, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have gone.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be, and they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they've got a group that can grow together.
Here's Stevenson after the Heat pick up 2. Neal passes to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Napier kicks to Curry. For 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's Dang in the corner. From past the arc. No good. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
Brian Roberts out there with Gary Neal. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Williams at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Roberts. Kicks to Biyombo. Right wing. Williams, a screen on Curry. Here's Neal. He's covered by Dang. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Chris Bosh is checked in for Curry. Miami leading by 16. Napier passes to Ennis. Sinks the triple. Ennis has got 9.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Neal. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Ennis misses.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Neal dishes to Stevenson. Pass to Neal. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Neal's got his second basket of the game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Napier. The kick out to Dang. Three-pointer. The second chance effort. The 3. And he gets it to go.
Well, if they didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I like the energy they're playing with here, Steve. I mean, a nice uptick in their second chance points. Chris Anderson, the Birdman, has been a great fit in Miami, and I think they got a steal in this veteran big man. I mean, he's got tremendous bounce. He bangs the glass. He's a rim protector, and he finishes with force and finesse sometimes.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Al Jefferson is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Cody Zeller comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. The Heat also changing it up. Whiteside comes in for Chris Anderson. And the Doctors subbed in for Napier. Outside, Walker. Stolen by Bosh. And here we go. Here's Patel. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful characters in the league. Always a fan favorite with the tattoos, the mohawk, the energy. He's just a great fit on this Miami defense that's built around quickness and athleticism.
And stolen by Williams. Left side, Williams. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Neal. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Dishes to Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Neal.